When I was 10, I was hit and ran over by a car. I suffered a traumatic brain injury, a ruptured spleen, a broken tibia, a broken clavicle, and multiple skin graftings. For the traumatic brain injury, it affects my frontal temporal lobe. So that's depression, anxiety, emotion, all of my emotions. A lot of people think that mental health isn't really such a big deal and, oh, you have mental problems, like, go to therapy, you'll be fine. But even when you go to therapy, I mean, you can't live in your therapist's office. You have to go through daily life. You have to see other people. You have to be around everybody. A lot of different things in my life have gotten better because of the car accident. It's made me a stronger person, and I don't believe old Alexis would have, I mean, she was great and all, but this Alexis, I love her better. If you give donations to Children's Miracle Network, it's not about the money, it's about the love, and it's about the life that you're saving, so that that person can have love as well.
Change the treatment, and mom breathes easier. Change the collaborations, and everyone gets stronger. The therapy, and he's scoring sooner. Change the resources for prevention, and create healthier communities. Change the medication, and increase survival rates. The equipment, and freedom takes on a whole new meaning. Change how easy it is to give and expand impact. Change the way the game is played and raise more than just awareness. Change the opportunity to be part of something bigger and ignite a movement. Change how we fund research, and millions of children fulfill their potential. Together, we can change kids' health. Together, we can change the future.
I'm Jordan from California.
Hi, I'm Christopher and I'm from Iowa.
Hi, I'm Emma and I'm from Connecticut. Connecticut! I'm a big survivor.
I never give up.
Thank you for helping kids like me.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping kids.
Thank you for helping. Let it go.
Thank you for your support.
Awesome.
Woohoo! Thank you. That's the coolest thing ever.
Woohoo!
You know, there's just a whole lot of emotions that go through you. I mean, I just remember during the surgery, my wife sitting there just, you know, biting all her nails off and, you know, we couldn't sit still. I remember just pacing the waiting room and just not knowing what's going to happen. The surgery went well. We were able to go back and see her. But once you get back there and you see her laying there with all the tubes, it's just so surreal. It's an eye-opener right away of just how serious it is. For what Children's Miracle Network Hospitals means to Walmart and to me personally, it just really hit home. I've actually been fundraising for CMN hospitals for approximately 20 years, at least 20 years since I started with Walmart. Because of my personal story, it makes it easier for me to talk, and that has certainly helped my fundraising.
I have a 4-year-old daughter. Her name is Gwen. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Gwen came into our room. She kept saying that her ear was hurting and that she had an earache. We ended up calling into Doctor on Demand. He looked at it and immediately said, this is something called mastoiditis. It's a pretty severe infection that gets into the bone and into the skull. So we took her to the local children's hospital branch. They said she's gonna need an emergency operation. They shaved part of her skull back to get the infection out of it. She had 4 weeks of antibiotics that were administered through an IV, so she stayed there in the hospital for 30 days with my wife. I was riding up the elevator at the hospital to go back up to Gwen's room, and I looked over and there was a sign on the wall, and it was of all the different people who had made donations, and one of the signs said Walmart. And it immediately brought me back to those days in the stores, raising the money for our children's hospital. It was very humbling to know that I work for a company that is raising money to help kids, to help these communities when they need it.
Those are the doctors that I had at the hospital.
The change in your purse or the change in your pocket that you have, $1 is 2 canisters of Play-Doh. And sometimes those 2 canisters of Play-Doh were the thing that made Gwen's day. Thank you to everybody who is going to donate. You've made an impact in my life personally.
Thanks for talking. Bye.
So I think it was she and I and her sister, her twin, got a little low-grade fever. Well, I got better, Lennox got better, Piper got worse. And so we were really worried. We took her to Northwest emergency room, and they ran some tests, and her white blood cell count came back really high. And so they sent us immediately on down to Children's in Little Rock.
She started just getting better pretty quickly after that. It was about a week later they were able to take her off the vent.
It's like, okay, wait, maybe we're gonna be okay.
There's always hope. We have great doctors, great nurses, and they're doing everything they possibly can, and they work miracles every single day. I mean, I couldn't be any more prouder of my company getting that money to get the doctors the stuff they need to save a little girl like this. It's a miracle. It's amazing what we can do to help.